Valentine's Day has a way of sneaking up on us, doesn't it? One moment, it feels like you have all the time in the world to plan the perfect celebration, and the next, you're staring at the calendar, realizing it's the day itself. The pressure mounts, especially when you want to make it special for your partner. But fear not. Last-minute surprises can be just as heartfelt and memorable as the most meticulously planned events. Imagine waking up on Valentine's Day, the sun peeking through the curtains, and you suddenly realize you've forgotten to plan anything. Panic might set in for a moment, but then inspiration strikes. You remember that your partner has always loved spontaneous adventures. You leap out of bed, heart racing with excitement, and start brainstorming ideas. You quickly decide on a surprise picnic. Grabbing a cozy blanket, you dash to the kitchen, rummaging through the fridge for anything that could resemble a romantic meal. You find some leftover pasta, a block of cheese, and a handful of strawberries. Perfect. You pack everything into a basket, along with a couple of sparkling waters and a small bottle of wine. It's not gourmet, but it's made with love, and that's what counts. Next, you realize the weather is gorgeous, clear skies and a gentle breeze. You can't let this opportunity slip away. You text your partner, pretending to be casual, asking them to meet you at the park in an hour. You tell them you have a surprise, trying to mask your excitement with nonchalance. You can almost hear their curiosity bubbling up through the screen. With everything packed, you rush to the park, laying out the blanket under a sprawling oak tree, its branches swaying slightly in the wind. The anticipation builds as you set everything up, imagining the look on your partner's face when they arrive. You take a moment to breathe, letting the beauty of the day wash over you. When your partner finally arrives, their eyes light up with surprise and joy. What is all this? Why, see, they ask, grinning from ear to ear. You can't help but smile back, feeling a rush of warmth in your chest. You explain your last-minute idea, and they laugh, clearly touched by the effort you put into it. You both sit down on the blanket, sharing stories and laughter, the food tasting better than it ever could have at a fancy restaurant. As the sun starts to dip lower in the sky, you pull out the strawberries, dipping them into the small jar of chocolate you managed to pack. Sharing these sweet treats feels intimate, and you can't help but steal glances at your partner, who is now leaning back against the tree, a look of contentment on their face. You feel a sense of accomplishment. This spontaneous picnic has turned into a beautiful memory, but you're not done yet. You remember that your partner loves music, so you pull out your phone and play a playlist filled with songs that have special meaning for both of you. The melodies drift through the air, wrapping around you like a warm embrace. You both start to sing along, your voices mingling with the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. It's a perfect moment, and you wish it could last forever. As dusk settles in, you pull out a small gift you had hidden in your bag. A handwritten letter. You had jotted down all the reasons you love your partner, recalling memories and inside jokes that make your relationship unique. You hand it to them, watching their eyes widen in surprise. They read it slowly, a smile spreading across their face, and you can see how much it means to them. In that moment, you realize that sometimes the simplest gestures carry the most weight. After the picnic, you decide to take a stroll through the map of the park, hand in hand. The stars begin to twinkle above, and the world feels magical. You find a quiet spot by a small pond, where the reflection of the moon dances on the water's surface. You sit together, talking about your dreams and plans for the future, sharing hopes and fears. It's a moment of connection that deepens your bond, reminding you both of the love that brought you together. As the night comes to a close, you walk back to the car, feeling a sense of fulfillment. The last-minute surprise turned out to be one of the best Valentine's Days you've ever shared. It wasn't about grand gestures or extravagant gifts. It was about being present, creating a space for love to flourish in the simplicity of the moment. You realize that sometimes the most romantic surprises are the ones that come from the heart, crafted in the spirit of spontaneity. As you drive home, your partner leans over to kiss you softly, and you know that this day will be etched in both of your memories for years to come. You've turned what could have been a forgotten day into a cherished experience, proving that love thrives in the unexpected.